everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is breaking the soul bond with a narcissist. You want to break that bond? Before we get started, I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, we do have a letter, and I pulled a short video. Let's watch this short video. We're going to read this letter and dive right into this subject. Breaking the soul bond with a narcissist. Here we go.
When you're in a trauma bond with a narcissist, it is less like a breakup and more like an addiction. You are chemically addicted to this person. So you have to break the addiction in order to move past the relationship. This is why I always say go no contact, because think of it like an addiction. You have to go cold turkey. If you're trying to quit alcohol, you can't only drink on Wednesdays, right? You can't kind of talk to this person. You can't be friends with this narcissist. You have to cut it off for your own long-term health and sanity.
Okay. Now, this is the thing. When you hear soul bond, it's the same as a trauma bond because your souls are bonded together. It's a soul bond with the narcissist. And how does it happen? It happens through the sexual experience. Because the narcissist is going to rush you to sex. You see, he has a mission for you. A mission to destroy you. And so he has to hypnotize you first. Get you bonded to him until you feel helpless. You feel like you're between a rock and a hard place. Now, this is a funny thing because in the beginning, to get you trapped, because remember, ladies, this demonic energy has a whole script for you. But the funny thing about it is all narcissists do the exact same thing. They all got the same script. But it keeps working over and over and over again. Women are not catching on to it. Now, when you meet a narcissist, he's going to love bomb you. This is a part of it. Okay? Which means that whatever he can afford, he's going to pour it into you. And this is material-wise. Material-wise. You know, because they know that women like to buy stuff. You know, get a little bag, a little shoes and stuff like that. When I met the narcissist, we was off to the bag store. You know, I'm not into bags or anything, but he thought that would get me, and he went and bought me a bag. Okay? You understand? But these are things that the narcissist does in the love bombing stage. It's all a part of bonding you to him. All right? When he takes you shopping or buys you jewelry, which my narcissist did, you know, he took me to the jewelry store and I got jewelry. And I could pick out, you know, what I wanted and everything. And then he would bring flowers. It was the most wonderful experience, period. When I first met the narcissist, I said, this is it right here. I really did. And a lot of you probably feel the same way because the narcissist knows how to pour it on. Pour it on thick. Now, when I was with the narcissist, I did see some subtle things that he did. They were red flags. And I should have caught on to it. But I was on this fantasy ride with the narcissist. It was no, you know, some little red flags you want to overlook because you don't want this experience to end. Okay? The narcissist was a bit controlling during that time. He was trying to establish control, you see. And what they do is they would do things to try to get you in control and see how you react to it. If you don't react that good to it, you know, you buckle it, then they'll try to come back and do something nice. You see, they call that the push and pull. Yeah, come back and do something nice for you. My narcissist was good for that. Was good for that. He would say things that rub me the wrong way, and he knew he did. He knew he did. And then he'll go out and try to do something nice just to keep me on board. You see, they'll do that for a while. You know, insult you and then get you back on board. Insult you, get you back on board. Then you go right into the devaluing stage when it's all insults just about. And then they'll give you that little bit of sweetness, but a whole lot of sour. By this time, they know that you're bonded to them because you don't go anywhere. During that time, when the narcissist starts to pull away, that's when you start pushing. It's all psychological. Psychological, because remember, no matter how stupid that you thought that this person was, the demonic energy is highly intelligent. The demonic energy that is operating in this person is highly intelligent. Okay? Highly intelligent. And you don't see it coming. You really don't. Because you feel. You're going by the way that you feel. And I remember with me, I kept wanting to get back to the representative that I met at the beginning. That made me smile every day. I don't know who this new guy was, this narcissist that was devaluing me. I don't know where he came from. And I told him, where's the guy I met? Where's that guy? And he just looked dumbfounded. Let's read this letter. Okay, it's a short letter, and she was really asking about what we're talking about. She says, I am interested in learning how to break the soul bond. Is there an amount of time the bond is broken? It has nothing to do with time. It's spiritual. It has to do with you and your subconscious mind and realizing what you're dealing with. That's what it has to do with. Some people never understand what they dealt with their whole lives. It's some people that the narcissist has destroyed. I mean, dead. And they never realized that they were dealing with a demon the whole time. The whole time. Listen, people. You want to break the tie. And the way that you know that you are bonded to the narcissist is that you think is love. See, when I was with the narcissist, I thought, that this was the answer to my dreams. He really did. I mean, that narcissist came in and transformed into what I wanted. He really did. I mean, it was some rough things, but I overlooked it. I really did. I mean, he was needy. He wasn't skilled in anything, but in the beginning, he tried hard. And that was impressive. That even though he didn't have anything, because listen, I wasn't spiritual then. I'm going to put that disclaimer out because I would not advise you to date a man who didn't have anything. But during those days, when I met the narcissist, it was a lot of things I did wrong with this narcissist. Number one, I met him online. Yes, I did. I met him online. Then the second thing, we didn't even date long before I had sex with him. That was another bad thing that I did. You don't want to do that. You see, and the narcissist, in the beginning, it was such a thrill. I mean, it just gave me something every day to look forward to. You have that smile on your face. You can't, you're just waiting or whatever. That demon knows how to work you. I'm telling you. The demon knows how to work you. You'll be on a ride and you are thinking in your heart, this must be love. This must be true love. And then when the narcissist feels like he has you, now he's going to show you his true face. Now he's going to show you why he's here. His true mission. Number one, the narcissist really hates you. So you're going to be bonded to a demon that hates you. And when he devalues you, he's going to show you how much he hates you. His words, his actions, all of that. You're going to feel it. And it's going to be intensified because you are bonded to him. You understand? It is a spiritual bond. It'll be something that you've never experienced with anybody else before or hopefully after. I know it was for me because it had been my experience. If a relationship breaks up, so be it. I mean, just move on. But with this narcissist, I felt attached. And, in one of my other videos, I talk about how my spirit knew the narcissist when I met him. And I think that's why I allowed myself to get so attached to the narcissist. And actually, when he discarded me, it was a devastating time. A devastating time. I had never experienced anything like that from any of my other breakups. I've even been married twice. Never experienced, not this kind of trauma inside of me over a breakup. I wasn't even married to this dude. You understand? That's the power of that soul bond. You understand? And it has to be broken. All right? Now, the thing about it is, how do you know when it's broken? How do you know? For me, I went into spirituality soon after my breakup, only because I wanted to understand what had happened to me, because it was so out of the ordinary. And during my spiritual journey, it took me into something called the dark night of the soul. And for me, what it did, it reached back to all of my childhood experiences and cleaned all of that out, and then explained to me what the narcissist was and what he did and what it was all about. That's how I got healed. I have heard another counselor say that he got healed when he came to the realization that the narcissist was a demon. That's when he says that his trauma bond was broken when he realized what he was dealing with. So, I'm not the expert. I just say what happened to me, how I healed. And it does help for you to know what you're dealing with. But I do believe in my heart of hearts that you need to get on your spiritual path. On your spiritual path, you would get protection. Because remember, people, we are in a spiritual warfare every day. That's what it's all about here. When you go to your houses of worship, they talk about it. The spiritual warfare. But the way that they talk about it is like something's going to happen, at the end of time. The angels and the demons are going to be fighting in the air or whatever, and some people are going to be in the middle of it. Just a lot of baloney. The spiritual warfare is happening right now, every day of your life. Evil energies are trying to destroy you. Okay? On your spiritual path, you're protected. And you have understanding. And it changes the way you feel about yourself, which will lift you into a higher frequency, out of the lower vibrations, where all of this heartbreak and narcissists live. You don't have to deal with these narcissists anymore. But you need to break that bond. And when mine was broken, I felt like a dark cloud had been lifted off me. And then I used to say in my mind, wow, the spell is broken. I wasn't crying anymore. I wasn't, staying up all night thinking about it anymore. I was smiling again. I wanted to get out again. My creativity came back again. You see, I knew I was healed. And that's how you would know, when you start to feel alive again. People, I do have a book that I would like to recommend to you. And this is a pretty good book. This is 5 Keys to Healing from Trauma. A simple guide to process pain and to get your life back. This is a good book. And I wanted to read something that the author says. It's an author's note. And he says, 5 Keys to Healing from Trauma is a book for anyone who is struggling through trauma and tragedy. At the end of each chapter, there's a special note for people of faith, particularly the Christian faith. My hope is that the primary content will benefit anyone, and that the sections for people of faith will provide supplemental interpretations for someone familiar with Christianity. All right, people, you know that I'm not Christian at all. I am a spiritualist, but I will recommend this book. Okay, I would recommend this book. 5 Keys to Healing from Trauma. All right, and those of you who would be interested in getting this book, I'll put a link in the description where you can get it directly from Amazon. All right. I thank you so much for joining me today. Those of you who may have a question that you would like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. And don't forget to check out your affirmation for today. I want to thank you so much for your comments and your letters. And a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best. And I really hope to see you next time.